World Cup 2010 was one of the most iconic World Cups for what was going off the pitch. You can hear the Vuvuzela right now. And you think about the Jabulani, and then you think about Shakira, Waka Waka, hey, hey. And do you know what team captivated the vibes more than anybody, I think, was that Ghana team. Now, for a team that wasn't at home, it felt like home support. And they were going on a run where you started to think, hello, can Ghana go and win this tournament? They beat Serbia, which they were not favorites in. They drew with Australia, and then they lose to Germany. Okay, maybe a step too far at that point, but they get through the group. And I'm sorry, Liaz, I know you from the US, but Asamoah Gyan, he came up against you guys, gets his goal with the dances and the vibes. So the highs were high. Then they're coming up against Uruguay, who, by the way, in that tournament, Diego Forlan, he might have been the best player of the tournament at that point. Luis Suárez, players like that. And I just mentioned Luis Suárez. A late scurry in the box at 1-1. A header comes in. Luis Suárez heads it off the line. So we thought. The criminal Luis Suárez slaps the ball when it was going directly in the net. The ultimate sacrifice for his nation. You're thinking, okay, he's done what he had to do. But Asamoah Gyan, one of the best players at that tournament, puts the ball down. It's late. That's all we need, him to score this penalty. And he blazes it against the bar. It is one of the most iconic high to lows I have ever seen in World Cup history.
You say it's a high to low. For Luis Suárez, that was a low to high. This guy went from crying on the touchline. It's like,
that was the moment where I think everyone said, we hate this guy. And of course, Ghana go on to lose on penalties. And it became one of the great what if moments. But you know, God always has a way of making you get your redemption moment. Fast forward to 2022. Ghana, Uruguay, they meet again. 12 years later, Luis Suárez is there. He's there. Redemption is here. Andre Ayew, you are the sole survivor of that disaster in 2010. Penalty. Just like your boy, Asamoah Gyan. Do it for Gyan. Hashtag do it for Gyan. And guess what he goes and does? Misses the penalty. And guess what? Uruguay and Ghana go hand in hand out of that World Cup like brothers. But you know what the funniest moment of all of it was? Ghana fans were sad that they went out, but they were also buzzing that Luis Suárez was crying. What a story. What a World Cup.